And by 1973's Carmel Report, we were talking about things like diversity, multiculturalism, and celebrating differences, by which we were helping the student organise ideas and engaging them in a dialogue to refine this learning process through reflection. So schools then, you could say, were starting to become a bit more open to including the student and, wait for it, including the parents. But hang on, don't get too excited, because in the 80s, education, along with everything else, fell victim to forms of neoliberalism and capitalistic economical pressure, and received much criticism for the lack of discipline, the lack of structure, and that brought standardisation to the forefront of the whole curriculum argument, in order to, well, keep order. But if, like me, you went to school in the 90s, there's a fair to good chance you felt disengaged at school and might have kind of rebelled a bit against a system that you didn't seem to fit into. And for some, that's all she wrote. But don't lose hope too quick. The noughties came along and hinted a hope of divergency. Yep, there's more than one correct answer, and it's not always in the back of the book. And in 2008, the Melbourne Declaration of Educational Goals for Young Australians had goals like equity and excellence, promoting a successful learner, a confident and creative individual, an active and informed citizen. And in 2011, we gave a Gonski review that backed up these ideas with money, and lots of it, $5 billion to be exact, and was aiming to even the playing field, so students' success wasn't just dependent on where they lived, whether they were rich or poor, Aborigines or immigrants, but on their ability alone. But unfortunately, the Gonski is, well, and now we pine for pine? I doubt it. But let's not play to the stereotypes, or form a view solely from the mainstream media, who loves stereotypes. So, if you think you're out of touch with the youth, stop watching the news and remember your own adolescence, because alienating young people is kind of like borrowing money to pay off a loan. Gets you absolutely nowhere in the long run. So I say, dare them to dare. Help them risk the risk and watch them take flight. Because the future's coming, and it's new, exciting, and no doubt filled with digital media technology. Might seem a little scary and risky, but well worth it. Just keep in mind that this whole technology is here to help, not to replace face-to-face human interaction. It can essentially free up the class time, so it's more effective. You watch a lecture at home or on the bus or on a train and engage in dialogue to further your understanding in class the next day. See, some old school traditions are great and they'll always be great, but if you apply current innovation and technology to them, they become amazing. So that gives us a bit of background of Australia's learning environment and education, but a crucial question still remains. If we know more now about how we learn than we ever have before, why can't we organise our society in a way that's best suited to teach our next generations how to learn, so that we might sustain our human existence for as long as we can? Because yes, we've definitely come a very long way, but we have much farther to go.
Created using Powtoon.